Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? So just like last time, you guys here, I do have my computer that I'm reading comments. Just a bit easier than doing this here with the phone. There, that's a little better. Yeah, how's everybody doing? Happy Sunday. At least if you're anywhere near me. Heart Song, hello, hello. And Heather, hello. Oddly, good to see you too. Is the sound okay? Please let me know if I'm still trying to get you're welcome, Heart Song. Trying to get all the details figured out as far as the right stuff for doing lives here. Hello. Oh, Maggie, hello. From Australia. I love it. Dawn, hello, hello. Good to see you. 5 by 5. Sound is good. Great. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm just looking for like if it's too loud, if it's blowing out the speakers, then I can turn the gain down a little bit. Mandy. Yes, yes. How did you like the Leo reading? I changed the I've changed the lighting a little bit. I've been taking some courses in everything to do with filmmaking, really. Filmmaking, sound, lighting, all of that. So having some fun making some adjustments and making it look a little bit more cinematic. Hello, Athena. I need to look up how to pronounce that first part of your name here. El Janelle, good to see you. Leo as well. So, you guys, I wanted to do this is going to be a thing here every week. So these hangouts, if you hung out during the either holiday one, New Year's or Christmas, live hangouts, they were quite long, and that's because I had a lot of fun hanging out with you guys. So I do want to make this a weekly thing. It's not going to be quite 5 or 6 hours long this time, but I figured on a weekly basis here, this would be something good. So thanks for joining me here, Maggie Leo Rising. Okay, thanks for joining me here, you guys. And I will do. I want to open up for memberships too to have something. I might do like a tarot and tea Tuesday kind of thing. I'm a sucker for a good alliteration for members. Okay, doing kind of a Q&A, that sort of thing. So today, since we do have Mars retrograde here right now, full moon in Cancer tomorrow on the 13th. How's everybody doing with that? I know that there are definitely a lot of emotions that are coming forward in my own experience here, and I would imagine that you guys are feeling a lot too. So I wanted to do a reading for every week here. We can look at it as the next week or just, these are all timeless, but I do want to look specifically at the Cancer full moon energy because this is and Mars retrograde, such a difficult time emotionally. With Mars retrograde, we're kind of held back from taking new initiatives, starting new things, and there can be more frustration. There can be issues with communication and that sort of thing too, connection. Double that up with the full moon in Cancer, and it's a recipe for an emotional mess. So, figured we would do. Yes, don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you guys, I appreciate it. If you're watching the live here, please also like the live. The algorithm loves that shit. Okay. It's blurry and voice is a bit wobbly. Okay, hold on. Is this any better? Okay. Yes. Is that any better, you guys? Drinking lots of water and prayers. Heather, definitely. Okay, perfect. Perfect, perfect. All right. Don't freeze on me. Oh, did it freeze? Heather. Oh, is it cutting in and out? Oh, okay. Um, my connection is good here. Sorry if things are breaking up, you guys. Solar storms, we've definitely had some weird stuff going on there too. Okay, so let's get into a reading here, you guys. And then after I'm done doing a reading here, I do wanna open up for questions, okay? This time I did have, kind of just open questions last time. I am doing questions for donations this time, so if you do have a question you'd like answered, you can do that through Super Thanks. There is, chat stickers and that sort of thing too. It just helps pop up, give me an alert that you do have a question as well. So if you're interested in that, we'll take questions after the reading. I'll let you know once we get started on that, okay? Yes, thank you, Oddly, yeah. Try coming back in and out. YouTube, I know, has been I mean, I can't imagine keeping all of that together, so sometimes YouTube fails, okay? Alright, where do we wanna start here, Spirit, for Cancer full moon reading here? You wanna start right with the animals? Okay. We're gonna go right into the, Wild Unknown Animal Oracle deck here. And actually, I did wanna write down timestamps. Okay. Oh my gosh, yeah, blurry. Sorry, you guys, I'm not sure what's going on there. Hmm. Yeah, it is looking a little bit blurry from my side. Hold on one sec, you guys. Is that any better? Is that looking any better? Sorry, you guys, for any lag. You'll make it through. Okay. All right, we'll try this again here. So, for the collective here at this time, for the Cancer full moon, can we talk about energies surrounding what's going on right now? What do we need to talk about? The sea serpent, interesting. So this has come up quite a bit actually in many different readings I've been doing recently. This is the sacral chakra. I do feel like we are going through a time of rebirth, right? With death and rebirth, something is ending, so something new can begin. We're kind of in the middle of that process, depending on what's going on. Things are still being dismantled, so things can be created. This makes sense. And with the with the sacral chakra coming, Cancer is the mother sign, right? So sacral chakra here, this is mother archetype as well. I feel like there's an encouragement right now with this full moon in Cancer to kind of to mother ourselves, okay, you guys. And I don't mean like fully babying a golden egg here at the bottom, the heart, but really having some compassion for our experience right now. The emotions that are coming up for us to see them, so that we can start to clear whatever they're attached to. Full moon in Cancer, it's an extremely emotional time, and like I said, with Mars retrograde too, those emotions are just being heightened. So this makes sense that Sea Serpent is coming through here. I feel like in order for us to move into a stage of creation, it's important first to learn how to care for ourselves, okay? And this is something, not that, like, you have to learn how to care for yourself before you can create something, but at this time, what I'm feeling is these emotions are coming forward and they're getting in the way of our ability to create something new, along with Mars being retrograde. And that goes back into forward motion in February. I think it's like February 22nd. So hang on, right? We're going to get through this ride, but there is a need for patience right now, especially with ourselves. Anything else on that, please? The beaver. that's that's interesting. So the beaver coming through here, this is an energy of hard work. There's a connection to family as well. With the full moon in Cancer, this is a time for healing within the family as well. It's not to say that everything that we may be experiencing related to family is now, going to be healed, but it's an opportunity for things to come up to be healed. So if you're in a place, if your family's in a place where there is something to be healed, this is a good time for that. The beaver also is someone who's willing to put in the work. They may not want to start the work. And this makes sense too with Mars being in retrograde. This isn't really the best time. Not that we can't start something, it's that motivation to get something started that we're struggling with. So, I feel like there are opportunities coming forward that we may not have directly asked for. It may not even be directly connected as far as we can see to what our goals are. But taking those opportunities are opening up new pathways here for us individually with our own emotions, healing with family, and also moving forward towards our goals. It just may not look, like I said, um, like the package that we were hoping for or expecting. Okay. So there's a need to be open right now. Welcome, Christos. Hello, hello. Okay. Can we talk about what might be blocking this energy here for the collective right now? What's blocking this energy? The spider. So what I'm getting from this, the web we weave, right? The participation that we have in the creation of our own lives, our destiny. Along with the beaver here, like not wanting to start something but being willing to finish something. I feel like the energy that's blocking this is the realization that we do need to put work into what it is that we want. Um, I feel like the emotions that are coming up here right now too are to help show us our current participation and how that actually makes us feel. Because when we're talking about manifesting things, the way that we feel about those manifestations is so, so important. There are other critical factors to that, but manifesting something to be driven by feeling is really important. Emotion, whether positive or negative, plays a huge role in what it is we're manifesting. So I feel like there's a need to get back into the driver's seat, so to speak, and this isn't a force. It's more of an acceptance. Maybe you are feeling yucky right now. Maybe there are some really intense emotions coming up, and I bet there are. The full moon in Cancer. If you're anything like me, maybe you are pushing those away. Like, I ain't got time for that shit, right? But you do. But you do. And this is something that I have been, learning myself too. I'm a human too. I'm going through this as well. There's a need to own our own participation in something. What else here, please, blocking this energy? That's too many. Can we try again, please? Hmm. Okay. So the golden egg here comes out again. This is the heart chakra. This is the unstruck sound. So a part of what this is interesting. This process of the full moon, excuse me, the full moon in Cancer, these emotions are coming up. What I'm seeing here is like a checkpoint. This is a checkpoint here on what it is that we're working to create in our lives. The emotions are being heightened and magnified so that we can pull it away from our daily emotions. We can see the direction that we're heading here. As far as a blocked energy with the heart chakra, what I'm getting is that maybe there's a bit more mind, a bit more logic or ego that's going into manifestation right now. And there's a need to pull in desire from the heart, passion, okay? And they can work together, of course, but there's something about emotion that's coming through here that's not being included in the equation, okay? If you don't like how you're feeling right now, use that as a marker to make some change, to put some more work into manifesting what it is that you do want to feel, okay? Maybe we're focusing a little bit too much on the specifics of what it is that we want to manifest. That's okay. Like, I want this job, I want this schedule, XYZ, blah, blah, blah. That's okay to have specifics. And in some situations, it's important. But if we don't have the feeling down as a part of that, then it's kind of falling apart, okay? And what I'm getting from this is there are emotions that are happening under the surface here that typically are not being recognized. So this is a blessing, really, that this is coming forward for us to see so that we can really fine tune our manifestations and bring forward what it is that we do want. Okay. Where do we want to go next here? Starseed Oracle here, please, for the collective. Full moon and Cancer. Hello, Minnie Mouse. Hello, hello. We restarted. Much love to you too, Christos. Trying to keep up here, you guys, while I'm doing the reading. I want this one. Okay. Ooh, love that. Okay. Spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. The blue flame. Blue flame. I do feel like what is that song? Miracles can happen. Miracles happen. Miracles happen once in a while. What I'm getting from this is a time of spontaneous growth. This is a time of spontaneous manifestation too, or at least it looks like it's spontaneous. I'm really getting that the emotional component here is really what's holding a lot of things up in our manifestations, okay? Knowing exactly how it is that we want to feel. Because we may be putting out mixed messages here. Logically, I want XYZ, and then there's this feeling that's going out there too that's not matching up with that. So the universe, when it's bringing things forward, is like, well, I guess a little bit of that, a little, well, we'll see if that works. You know what I mean? There's a need to really get clear on the message that you're wanting to put out as far as manifestation goes, okay? Anything else oracle wise? Yes, which one? We'll do an archetype and then I'll get into the tarot here. Last piece here for the collective. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, there's a few that came out here. Love this. So the storm and the threshold to start, and then the unseen. Ooh, yes. Let me see if I can line that up with. Okay, so the storm. Tower energy. Who's ready for a tower? You get a tower and you get a tower. So yes, things are being destroyed. Like I was saying in the beginning, it feels like there are things that are still being wrapped up as far as the destruction phase as we're moving into creation too. And this may not feel like a blessing, but it is. I feel like this is not the energy we want to be in, right? But it is a part of life. We need to learn to accept that destruction is a part of creation. um, there's a little bit of an extended time period, I feel like, between the destruction and the creation. I've been saying this about the eclipse season coming up here in March. That feels like a hyper jump. I mean, all portal seasons are, but this one in particular, things start moving forward again. Now, where they're moving forward, that's up to us. This threshold here as well, we're on this threshold. We're looking out into oblivion here. And oblivion is everything and nothing. It is the space that we create from. Okay. We pull what it is that we want to experience into this reality or our own reality. So, like I was saying with this time between the destruction and creation, this is a blessing here because we're being given a period of time to shape up, right? Shape up or ship out, just to get clearer on what it is that we do want to manifest. I know personally, if you're anything that like me, I've definitely had my emotional ups and downs too. I am a human being, and there's a lot of weird stuff that's going on in the world today, so it takes a little bit of time to find our center and our grounding sometimes, and that's okay. It feels like this is a buffer period where we're being afforded that ability to find that. The unseen coming through here too. So there's something in the ether here. There's something in oblivion. What I'm getting is that it sees you, but you can't see it yet. Ooh, interesting. I feel like there's something, whatever you're working to manifest, new job, more money, new house, shoes, clothes, car, moving somewhere, new relationship, better relationships, whatever. Um, there's something about that manifestation that requires a path that we're not aware of, we're not anticipating, and we don't necessarily see how it fits into the puzzle, but it does. So there's a need for a leap of faith here before knowing exactly what it is, the path that we'll be taking, okay? It's kind of exciting energy though. When you're in the place for excitement, I guess, or for a surprise. Okay, so which tarot deck we want to do here? We'll do the Wild Unknown. All right, for the collective here, please. See, how's everybody doing? The void, yes, Maggie, the void. Oh, is Christos loaning out money? Oh, great. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Mardos. I appreciate that. See if I can like that. Yay. Mystery is the name of the game. Yeah, and being okay with that. I feel like um getting excited about playing that mystery game is the name of the game. The excitement for whatever comes. All right. For the collective here, for this message, full moon in Cancer. What are we looking at? What else we need to know regarding this, please? Three of Pentacles. I'm going to pull a few others here. Um, a time. So, what I'm getting from this, actually, the way that these are connected here, this is connection. It's collaboration, working well with others, talking and listening. It can be counseling type situation too. What I'm getting here is that there are these connections, right, that we're not aware of, like I was talking about in the oracle cards. This is the this is the main theme of what's going on right now, being open to new connections, and especially ones that I'm not saying like, "Wow, that's like totally not the person that I want or need in my life." Maybe they could be destructive towards me. I'm not saying that's the path, like let's go jump into these weird situations where we don't feel comfortable. The universe is not bringing forward these situations that are going to put us in harm's way as we're working towards manifestation, okay? So nothing extreme like that. But what I'm getting is that there's somebody or some situation that you haven't, maybe you considered a little bit, but you haven't considered fully to be a part of what's coming forward next for you, for us. Anything else here, please? The Five of Swords. Okay. So this is fighting for fighting's sake. Nobody wins when we're all fighting, and that is true. I don't feel like I said that we're everybody needs to sit down and sing kumbaya, but I'm getting this message that there's something about a connection that we need to either look back on or open our eyes to for the first time as far as possibility goes. Five of Pentacles here at the bottom too. I am getting a very with all these emotions coming up, disappointment, right? Disappointment fatigue. Ooh, interesting. I'm so I'm so tired of being disappointed all the time, right? Um, Interesting. What I'm getting from that, if you are somebody who's experiencing that too, there is an intention towards that. Sometimes we need to be tired of our own bullshit, right? Sometimes we need that pressure or that brief resentment towards ourselves, not totally, but components of who we are. Our personality is something that we get to decide on as far our personal reality, how we want that fabricated. This feels like a time where there's a request to open up some things to be a little bit more flexible because there's some paths that maybe we wouldn't take in the past, but we're wanting to take now. Can we talk about that path? What are this path here? What is it we're looking out for? Oh, that's you, Maggie. Yes. Arnica, I'm taking questions here after this reading here for donate or by donation, okay? So the devil is what came out here. The devil. So identifying this new path or what else we need to know about this, the shadow. So things that have kept us shackled. This is interesting that I mentioned this with the 3 of Pentacles. We're not looking to be put in harm's way. So let's say there's a habit or a behavior, a certain kind of relationship in the past that has caused harm or damage. This would be in the shadow realm here with the devil. Those things that keep us chained to the third dimensional realm here. Um, So we're not being asked to go back to participate in those situations again, but there's something about those situations that hasn't been fully tied up. Okay. Mm, interesting. Okay. Oh gosh. Okay. So there is something here. Pick your poison, right? What is the shadow for you? What does the devil represent for you as far as behavior, habits, addictions? Okay, and that can be relationships, substances, TV, sex, drugs, rock and roll, right? There's something about our participation with that in the past. Maybe you're in a place where you're not participating in those things currently. But what I'm getting is that behavior of like a dry drunk. And that goes for any addict, not just drinking, where we force ourselves to stop something, but we're not maybe dealing with the reason why we were doing it in the first place. With pretty much all addictions, anytime that we're overusing something, it is with the hope to numb, right? It's to fill a hole or to numb an experience. So, what I'm getting from this is there's still a process of escaping whatever that thing is that we were trying to escape with a substance, relationship, food, TV, whatever. We may not be participating in that behavior anymore, but we're still running from it, is what I'm getting. Oof, gosh. So the darkness is coming up here, the unconscious, the shadow is coming up here. We're looking it in the eye, but we're not taking it by the hand. We're not letting it lead us down this path again of repeating behaviors, but there's a conversation that we need to talk. We need to talk, shadow, the devil. And we are in Capricorn season here too. How fitting. How fitting. Okay. What do we do about this then, spirit? Some safe behavior here to what do you want us to do about this shadow coming back up? Welcome, Jana or Jana. Oh, oh my goodness, Maggie, thank you so much. I got so excited, holy moly. Ooh, 1 second here. Everything flew off the table. Okay, I think I got them all. A couple of them did fall out here appropriately. Three of Swords and Nine of Cups. Okay, so we're asking, what do we do about this with the shadow coming up here? So the Three of Swords, this is what is signifying what it is we're working to avoid, to numb, that hole to fill. This can be heartbreak, loss. So ending of a relationship, losing something. This is what we're trying to numb. It hurts too much. But what we have to do is face it. Like I said, we're not going into the shadow, but we are not pretending that it's not there either. Our job here with the Three of Swords is to heal the heart. No matter what has happened to us, we are left in a position to be the ones to heal that damage, no matter how intense it is. And that's something that is, I mean, personally, I think it sucks about life. Okay. It doesn't seem like it's fair. Um, but taking that outside of the equation here, it is the reality. It is the reality. So this is we're all charged with healing whatever heartache or pain has happened to us. With the 9 of Cups coming forward here, what I'm getting again is that message of feeling how it is that we want to feel. So this is really tricky with all of this emotional energy coming forward because we can drown in that, especially if you have any cancer in your chart, right? Like, my goodness. um, this is a time here to not ignore what it is that we are feeling, but use that as guidance. Okay, I'm still feeling this way about something. Like I had a dream last night about a situation that I thought I had healed from, and it left me well quite emotional, right? So it was showing me that there's still something there that needs to be healed, that needs to be loved, right? And because of that, that piece is would be a component of what I'm trying to numb or avoid, right? Just as an example here. So we're being asked to come back to this place. The 9 of Cups, this is our personal satisfaction. This is experiencing that feast or that abundance before it comes, knowing what that's going to feel like because we felt it before. So this is like master level Master level, it's feeling like, to have this adjustment in the middle of all of these emotions coming up. But I feel like the point of that is once we are able to get over that hump, identify what we need to hear, and move forward, and still continue to project what it is that we want to feel. So we're identifying what we are feeling, we're not ignoring it, and we're going, and I feel this way, and this is how I want to feel, right? We can't force ourselves over into this is how I want to feel unless we're paying attention to what we do feel. What you resist persists, and that is a nightmare when it comes to manifestation. We're not diving deep, like I said, or going fully into the shadow. It is showing us through the window, like, hey, this is still going on here. Remember this three of swords, right? You're carrying it around like a backpack, and you need to not, right? So we're being asked to move into a phase of what do we want? We have to feel what it is that we're working to bring forward, okay? And that starts with identifying the way we actually feel right now. We can't lie to ourselves through this we can't lie to the universe. We just can't. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Maggie. Starlight, I am taking questions here after I get done with the collective reading by donation. So I will let you know when that opens up, and then you can throw that in the ring. All right. So I feel like there is one of these here. Anything else on the Three of Swords, please? Recommendations. Oh God. Okay. Denial comes through. Failure to accept a situation, unhealthy cycles or addictions. Well, winner, winner, chicken dinner. Dedication. Stay dedicated to your goals, efforts that will reap success. I love that. This is a reminder here, just like with the Three of Swords and the Nine of Cups, there is a denial surrounding the Three of Swords here. Maybe like me, like I was saying. Oh no, I'm good on that situation. Done did heal all of it, right? We're all good. Based on the reading, the dream last night, waking up this morning, well, I'm not. I'm not okay with that. And, that's the first step to things being okay. We have to move through denial here. We have to accept that we do feel a certain way in order to bring the feelings that we do want to feel. Dedication, stay dedicated to your goals, efforts that will reap success with the Nine of Cups. Keep going through this process here, okay? It's not a failure to validate shadow emotions. It's a failure to not. Nobody's getting a trophy for making it through life having no bad emotions, okay? That's not the point. That's not the point. We all have a shadow, and that's something that we can never get rid of. So we have to learn to work with that, especially when we're talking about manifestation. If we're continuing to ignore it, we can't move to this space of this is how I want to feel with this manifestation. Because that shadow emotion is just coming through and stealing the show. And unless you're aware of it, this could be a part of what's in the unseen too. Unless you're aware of it, you're just going to go like, "What in the hell is messing all this up? I don't understand what the issue is." It's you, boo boo. It's us. Okay. Let's do a medicine heart oracle here as well for the collective here. Full moon and Cancer. Additional advice. Medicine circle comes through. Ashen. From the spiritual spaciousness within your heart, medicine circle emanates. Within it, all things are contained, healed, and liberated into beneficial form. Healing energy is already arising to facilitate resolution of a matter of concern. You are discovering the divine pathway meant for you, and the way shall become clear. The universe knows what you need and is leading you there. Be patient, be encouraged. Oh, I love that. So, yes, everything that's coming up right now, my friends, is to show you the next step, to show you and the next step is identifying what it is that we're working to ignore here, okay? It's never going to work. The universe spirit wants to bring us to this new path here that's bringing us to what it is that we desire, and it's like I'm seeing like a toll road or a toll booth. The toll here is validation of what it is that you are actually feeling. And it's a fine art to identify and validate what we're feeling without getting lost in that again. Okay. We need to feel it, but we need to not let it pull us asunder as well. And well, God knows, I have my ups and downs with that too. I'm a human being as well. Oh, thank you, Audley. Thank you so much. Oh, okay, Arnica, thank you. Still doing the main reading here, but I will write that down here in a second. If this disappears, I'll ask again, but I don't want to interrupt the reading here yet. Okay. So let's do I want to know what's coming forward here. What can we look forward to? Let's say in the next 3 months here. Next 3 months, what are we looking at? In participating in this energy, what are we looking at? What's coming forward? For the collective. 6 of Cups here. 5 of Cups at the bottom, too. So disappointment and regret there with the 5 of Cups. 6 of Cups, nostalgia. A gift from the past, something a previous form of yourself wants to say to you. This could be somebody coming back from the past for some of you. If that's the case, I don't feel like it's something that depending on this person, okay? If it's an old relationship, I don't feel like it's the best to entertain that again, especially as we're talking about the shadow coming up. We don't want to go back to what it is that we're trying to heal or ignore currently. Um, but nostalgia, I do feel like there is an energy towards looking to the past with the 5 of Cups underneath here. We may have a tendency to be drawn to those things that we felt disappointed in. So this is the tricky space right now. Like I said, allowing it to come up and validate it without it pulling us completely under. As we're working through that though, every component of our past that we're addressing and working to heal has something to give us. There is a gift. I brought you a gift. It is a crystal, nothing more. Um, that gift is that healed component of your shadow being assimilated into the light. We don't want to miss out on that power, right? Um, let's see. Anything else? Do you want to do a crow? Urban crow. Anything else on what's coming forward in the next 3 months? Memory. My God, I feel like a broken record here. Nostalgia, now memory here. Okay, so these next 3 months here, you guys, I think especially as we're getting up into the eclipse season, getting ready for takeoff, getting ready for launch. The memories, you guys, everything that I'm talking about coming up from the shadow here. Um, crows have a fantastic memory. They know who helps them, they know who hurts them, so much so that they even teach their children, their young, so that they also know where to go to get food, who they can trust, who not to trust. This is something that can be beneficial or harmful to us too, that memory. I feel like there is something in the shadow that because we've neglected fully approaching it and healing it, there is a narrative attached to this that's actually damaging us. Not saying like we should go down that path or do those relationships again, but there's something attached to the not non-healing component of that that's telling us something false. So these next 3 months, it's preparation here to take this jump into portal season, a deep dive into what's going on in our subconscious. Oof. Might get a little bit hairy, but this is something that is going to be worth it. Last piece here on this, please. Wisdom. Knowledge gained through experiences or from a wise counselor. Some of you may benefit from counseling. And if that's not something that is available to you for whatever reason where you are, I know that it isn't for everybody. Starting to journal on a consistent basis so that you can start to see what patterns are coming up for yourself so that you can address them. Okay? Be your own counselor in that way. There are books, there are many resources that are available. Okay. Collective, I love this. I love this. It's tricky, okay? Um we're still needing to get through some of this demolition so that we can move forward into fully creating the path that we want. But once this demolition is done, once we address what it is that we need to, it makes that progress so much faster. This is something that's been keeping us I'm just throwing cards around. It was denial. It was denial. Get that out of here. This is something we've been ignoring for quite some time. It's been holding up our manifestations for quite some time. Okay. All right. I hope that's helpful, my friends. I love you so, so much.